So this IGN controversy has been the hot story of the day. I don't usually chime in on these, but this one does intrigue me, so why not? So IGN has been under fire for allegedly having one of their reviewers and editors, Phillip Miucin, plagiarize a Dead Cells review of a smaller YouTuber named BoomStickGaming. Now this is a touchy subject and there are many ways to go about it. Phillip should be quite known to the Nintendo community. He is the host of Nintendo Voice Chat and writes reviews for Nintendo Switch titles on IGN.
Wait, Kool-Aid, is this game footage yours?
Fine, I'll put the source.
Wait, so this game footage is yours?
Okay, I put the real source. I recommend you guys check out my friend AgeofBordom, who makes great and entertaining Let's Plays of Switch games like Wolfenstein 2, Doom, Golf Story, you name it. The link will be in the description. Now there are some Nintendo YouTubers who have met and are friends with Phillip and say he is a kind person, which I do believe, but with anything, it doesn't matter what type of person you are, as anyone is capable of doing anything, and in this regards, a nice person can plagiarize and should not be given the benefit of the doubt for being kind if there is evidence. Dreamcast Guy, who is one of the YouTubers who does know and talk to Phillip, has said Phillip mentions he's under enormous stress at IGN, working very long hours and having dingy deadlines set on him for reviews. Many big media publishers have these strict deadlines, and honestly, it affects the quality of their content in order to gain more viewers. So it is possible this is the only time Phillip decided to plagiarize, if it is indeed true, because he did not have the time to properly review the game due to the deadline. However, like I mentioned, there is no excuse for plagiarizing. You put yourself and the organization that you represent on the line. He put IGN in a tough position as they are now compromised and may have to fire him, even if they do like him as an employee. For 1, to set a precedent, 2, to repair their brand, and 3, to satisfy the stakeholders and fans alike. I personally feel IGN has handled the situation well so far, as I feel the company itself has been getting a lot of unfair criticism thrown their way. In this situation, it seemed difficult to be able to vet if someone has plagiarized or not. How could they have known ahead of time that Phillip's review was very identical to BoomStickGaming unless they personally watched it? And then how many reviews would they have to watch to vet that? Phillip and Phillip alone should foot the blame unless they gave him a completely unfair deadline, which may come out soon. But obviously people feel Phillip should be fired for his actions. It is a bit harsh, but debatably a fair outcome. If you plagiarize in school, most institutions post-secondary will potentially debar you, as this is a very serious offense. This is an event that will likely scar Phillip's reputation as a journalist for his whole life unless someone is willing to take a risk on him. Reputation and credibility is everything in the journalism space. Why would people come to him for information when they can't trust him to articulate his own thoughts? This is a bit off topic, but this incident also reminded me why I don't like watching reviews from big companies or big YouTubers for that matter, because they try to make it as short as possible and fill it with all these big buzzwords with no depth or clear examples to back up their statements. There is nothing wrong with having a longer review as long as you talk about the game from your experience and perspective instead of trying to write an article for Tiger Beats. Now this story unfolds based on how IGN handles Phillip. If they fire him, then that will vindicate them, but if not, how would they punish him? For me, I don't know what the right decision really is. I guess firing him would make sense as setting a precedent is important, but I do feel for him, he's a good guy and he made a mistake. To which is my last point on this. Phillip made a poor decision and got caught. There's a saying that it's only wrong if you get caught. If you're going to plagiarize, don't half-arse it as you're just wasting your time. Put some effort into it. Don't misconstrue this. I am not justifying plagiarism. It blows my mind when people do plagiarize and then put no effort into it and then get shocked when they get caught. Come on. This was a dumb decision by Phillip, but I am seeing a witch hunt against him. I think that is a huge overreaction. Let IGN handle him and move on. His reputation as a journalist should be compromised, and rightfully so. But people trying to defame him and his character, I feel, are overblowing the situation. It was a poor decision that would hurt his job prospect in the journalism field for his whole career. It should not affect him personally for his whole life unless people unfairly hold this against him. Now on the topic of reviews, one of my favorite reviewers to watch is Mr.Panda, who reviews Nintendo Switch titles, indies, many indie titles, AAA games from the third party, and Nintendo games. He makes really great reviews. He goes into depth, he shows great analysis, and he shows examples and experiences from his perspective. I think he has a great formula for reviewing games, and I really like it, and I think you may like it too, so I recommend you give him a look. I will leave the link in the description. So I rambled on a bit there, but I am interested to hear your thoughts on this matter. How do you think IGN handled this? Do you think it was the correct way? And how do you think they should handle Phillip? And I am looking forward to reading your thoughts. Thank you for watching.